Now, still 2 points in it. The Italians really need to come into the next bout 2 ahead if they can.
Off target, even though it was the priority for Zhang. Again, back within 1 point.
Well, now only 1 point needed to get to that 20 mark, and Zhang has really brought this back up now, and China back into the match. A lot of nerves out there, isn't there?
There is. Just so much at stake. Get towards the end of the 4th bout. 1 point. We'll decide who takes the lead into bout 5, and it will be China. Zhang Junxue winning 10 points to Andre Mogos's 4. And at the beginning of this fight, Mogos had a 3 points to 2 lead, and it just slipped away towards the end. Now this could be a turning point. China back with the lead, and now they'll be just wanting to extend that as they move forwards.
Yeah, so China 20, Italy 19, coming into the 5th bout. Loredana Triglia against Zhao Jingjing in this next bout. And Zhao Jingjing coming into this bout knowing that she is a point ahead.
Well, China will have wanted to give Zhao as much advantage as possible, because she now, as a category B fencer, is up against Triglia, a category A. And this could be another chance for Italy to get back into the lead.
Yeah, and for those that have just joined us at the category B, just a little bit less movement on that chair than the category A, and it can make a difference. The range of movement certainly. And in the team competition, it's where they try and pick up points. So she get a yellow card for that. She just jumped the gun a little bit. Or jumped the alley.
Triglia getting her first point of this bout. she knows she'll be expected to do a little more than that against China's only Category B team member. It's the first time we've seen a fencer actually come completely out of their chair. Their feet are strapped in, so it could be a nasty situation.
Yeah, and I think you can see it more clearly now that just over-exerting and trying to get too much movement in the chair, and of course the B category fencers don't have as much movement, and they have a poorer balance and recovery, but of course they have full use of one or both upper limbs, but the A have a better balance and recovery and full trunk movement, absolute full trunk movement. So it does make a difference, and of course realizing against the category A fencer that she needs more movement, and that's why she came out there overcommitting. So this time Draghilia getting card for just moving too quickly.
Well, this not going the way for Italy that they would need it to at this stage. Really looking a little disappointing for Draghilia. 3 points behind Zhao, and Zhao rounds it up 5-1 for Category B over a Category A. That's a significant result for the Chinese team, and I think we might start to see Italy just slip away their chances of making it into that gold medal match. We still have 4 bouts remaining, and we still have some exciting matchups.
Yeah,
only 5 points. Things can still change, but China was such a strong fencer on for the final match. Well, this will be an interesting one. We have Beatrice Vio against Rong Jing. Rong Jing, the gold medalist from the A category in the individual foil. Beatrice Vio, gold medalist from the B category. Now, we saw Rong Jing not perform to her potential in her opening match up against Andrea Mogos. She actually only got 5 touches to Mogosh's 6, which was quite surprising. And it'll be interesting if she's now gone away, reflected on that, and is going to come back and show her prowess against a fencer from a lower category.
She's going to need everything here against Beatrice Vial, that's for sure. Will have to be on form. Well, you can see here that four-limb amputee Beatrice Vial, and so she needs special prosthetic to put the foil into. She is the only one on the fencing circuit that has this situation. She is the Paralympic gold medalist in the B category, and she is an amazing athlete, absolutely, truly amazing. And this is going to be very, very good against Rong Jing, because we're going to see some action here, because I think she'll be wanting just to prove something, and I think like Hella said that Rong Jing not fencing at her very best. I think she'll need to be at her very best. If you could possibly see a comeback here from Beatrice Vio, and you wouldn't normally say that when you get the very best B against the very best A category. But I think I'm safe in saying that there's a possibility. I think there'll be a lot of fencers out there that will be intrigued at this matchup. So here we go for this. They're trailing Italy. I think it's the match that we want to see as well against Rong Jin. Can she possibly bring this 5-point differential down? So aggressive, both.
Well, both be aware of each other's class and pedigree. And it's Vio, the category B fencer, that gets that first point.
No, it didn't go on, did it? It went to Rong Jing, but...
Well, Vio quick to retaliate and asking for a review of that. Rong Jing would be expected to win on this matchup, but it was Italy that celebrated in the background along with Rong. The video replay now to decide whose point that actually was. It was awarded to Rong, and it stays as a point to China.
No, they took it off. So that's interesting. And I think Rong Jing, not too happy about it. Well, she's not happy about that either. She just gets a yellow card. And immediately answers back with a big point. So she's now 2-1 in their little private battle.
The coach is getting as caught up in this as the fencers themselves. Wrong. Equalising the individual bout to 2 apiece, but getting China much closer to 30 points than Italy. Caught possibly on the edge of her elbow there, it looks, that's where she's holding. Also trying to stretch out her hand. Possibly caught somewhere by the blade of Vio.
Well, I mean, the protective gear is there for a reason, of course, but the force sometimes when two fencers coming in together, especially these two. Speed and momentum, absolutely incredible. Well, it's as good as we thought it was going to be.
trying to attack. And a point on the board for Vio. Referee thought he saw movement. The athletes, when called on guard, must remain still until the start has been called. And Vio reacting every time to any card or any decision she doesn't like. She really does fight that bit harder, that bit faster.
Well, they're both like lightning, aren't they? They absolutely... Well, 5-3 in their battle. I was going to say, brings it back to...
It's just everything on the line. These fencers are not going to leave any energy behind. They are giving absolutely 100% for every single point. Well, adjusted to make sure it's got the correct curve on the blade.
Well, like you say, just anything that can give them just that little bit of an advantage.
Rong Jing with 4 points in this bout. Beatrice Vio on 5. The fencer from the lower category currently leading by 1 point on the individual stakes, but it's the team score that China lead.
She got that one. 6-4 up in their encounter, 26 now to Italy.
Well, that 5th individual point brought the score to 30 for Rong Jing, and Beatrice Vio made an inroad of 1 point, 6-5 on a fencer in a tougher category.
Yeah, again, amazing performance. But I mean, both these ladies here are on the top of their game, absolute top of their game. People's Republic of China, 30 points then. Italy, 26. Not over yet. Andrea Mogos against Zhao Jingjing in this bout.
Number 7. The final time on the piece for Andrea Mogos and Zhao Jingjing. We saw Andrea Mogos in her previous bout come a little unstuck against Zhang Chunsi. This time, she's facing a Category B fencer. It's her chance to rectify those points she lost early on.
Well, only 3 points, China ahead. As you pointed out, Mogos, this is her chance against the Category B fencer. So 2 white lights there, just off target.
What can Mogos do against Zhao, the Category B fencer? Italy have put their Category B fencer on later. This would normally be the matchup between the two of equal categories. Zhao equalising 1-1.
Looks to be in a bit of pain there. And that was an important point. Zhao 2-1 up against Mogos.
Real stretch there, catching Mogos. Mogos was trying to defend, not able to move out of the reach of Zhao. She just made the same mistake twice in a row. And Zhao used it to her advantage. 4-1 for Zhao over Mogos. This was not what Italy were hoping when they put their team order together.
Well, one back, 28. So now that's it. And so we only have 3 more bouts.
Well, 5 points to 2 between a Category B fencer over a Category A fencer. Quite a drastic moment for Italy on that occasion. And it was Mogos who lost 10 points to 4 when she faced Zhang Chunsi. So the young Mogos only started fencing back in 2012, made her international debut in 13. A little bit out of her depth at this Paralympic level. But this lady also competing in her first Paralympic Games, Beatrice Vial, knows she's got a tall order here. They've put her later on in the order, a Category B fencer, and she now faces Zhang Chunsi. Chunsi finished 4th in the individual foil. But she does have plenty of medals, including a gold and a silver from the individual épée, the individual foil from 8 years ago. a lot of pedigree on the piece right now. But the mismatch being two categories that these two fencers would normally fence in. Biel trying to use her quick reactions to the best of her advantage over Zhang. Had the priority, just couldn't quite get the point on target.
Well, she's not happy about that again, and a couple of those just... 2-0 up, Zhang.
Biel just wanting to reposition herself in the chair. Maximum comfort, maximum security. She has an impressive amount of movement. Comes from the trunk. She needs to be able to leverage against the leg support.
She really does have a lot of movement there, doesn't she? Pulls one back.
The first points for Biel over Zhang.
She's not happy with it, is she, at all? So they'll readjust it again. Oh, she gets it back again. Well, point didn't stick. That was incredible, that. The reach that she gets is absolutely amazing, and it's 2-2. And what a battle they're having, these two, and there again, another point.
Italy still trailing by 7 overall, though. Even if Biel is holding her own as a category B against a category A, she has got a serious amount of work to do if she's going to put Italy in a strong place before the final bout.
Well, that would be incredible, wouldn't it, if she could get there all the way up to 40. She needs 9 points, 3 to China.
Everything being checked, nothing being left to doubt in this semi-final of the women's team foil.
Well, their own private little contest here, 5-2 to Vial. She needs 7.
Just having a moment. Time out for Vial. The flick and the blade just catching her on the collarbone, it seems, right on the bony part, and the point of that foil coming in with some momentum as Vial was herself moving forwards.
Well, when they're coming in at such force and such speed, you're always going to have the possibility of something happening.
Just applying a quick ice pack to the affected area. Chance for Vial to get the pain under control. Gritting her teeth through that. Zhang politely apologising. And the mask will go back on. And the bout will continue from where it left off.
Yeah, absolutely nothing personal out there. It's just part of the game.
Apology accepted by Vial. And now it'll be back to business.
Well, whenever this woman gets onto the piste, there's always something special that happens.
There's the next point. Creeping ever closer. The first to 40 will finish this bout. And then one bout remain.
Wouldn't that be amazing if she managed to do it?
It would. She's currently winning 6 points to 2 against Zhang. But she'll need to make it even more than that. She's going to creep back. Just 3 points ahead, Italy now. And there it is. One more. Italy trail China by 2.
Well, that's an amazing comeback.
Zhang just trying to creep ever closer to 40. And this bout that seems to be never ending, so close to the end of this match. Italy are giving it everything. So quick when they both get going. It's parry after parry, trying to regain the advantage. And Zhang, you've got that advantage there. Viau still with 7 points to Zhang's 4, but it's China that are leading and so close to finishing this bout. Viau just experiencing some pain with the attachment of her prosthesis. The ice pack brought back out. You can just see how tight the prosthesis has to fit on the end of her amputated arm. And this bout going on.
Yeah, it's incredible. I mean, it was late coming on anyway, but it is so competitive, and Beatrice Viau managing to just pull Italy back in as she did in the first round match that we saw.
Well, quite incredible stuff. The only fencer we have seen throughout these Paralympic Games, throughout the wheelchair fencing event on the televised piece, that uses a prosthesis to control and to attach to the weapon. Foil, the lightest of the 3 weapons. Viau just wanting to apply it herself, not needing the help of the coach. But athletes, when they have difficulties due to their impairment, they are allowed the time that's needed. Zhang Junsui just staying in her own zone, respecting the request from Viau to sort out her prosthetic. Coach just securing the final part. Especially adapted zip on the outside of the fencing sleeve. And now the foil attached. Body wire plugged back in. And the match will shortly resume.
Well, I don't know about you, but that was fascinating just to see that. Just amazing. And the fact that she just has so much control and so much speed and so much accuracy as well. Well, could she do it? She's got 5 points to get here and 1 point to China.
Both fencers ready to go after the break. No hesitation off the mark there. And Viau back with another point after that timeout. But Zhang now so close.
Well, they've asked for a video, and well, what can you say? So she is like lightning, absolutely, Beatrice Viau, and it is a very, very fine line, because she explodes off the blocks every single time, but she's got 2 yellow cards there, or the referee wants to give the second yellow card, which will be a red and a point against, and that will give Zhang Shunzi the point, and it's all over. So she gets on to 40, and the audience are not happy with that at all. She won't be happy with that. Beatrice Vial.
Well, she does seem to beat herself up on any mistakes, and that will really frustrate the young Italian. But what an impressive score, 8 points to 5 over a category A fencer. But it wasn't quite enough to put Italy back in the lead, and only one bout remain. That was the final point scored, and then the red card was the final point awarded to Zhang.
Well, confirmation. People's Republic of China 40 and Italy 36. And this is the final bout. They're not going to go down without a fight, are they, Italy? So now 4 points off the final. The referee wants to have another look at that. Well, that went the other way then. Another point back there for Italy, 37.
Julia, quite a challenge ahead of her over the new Paralympic champion in the individual foil. We saw Wrong off to a slow start, the opening of this match. And Julia do something special. Well, now Wrong puts China just one place away, and they are through. The People's Republic of China, 45 points to Italy's 37. The fight continues right until the end. Julia just managing to get one to Wrong's 5 points there. And quite a marathon match. All 6 fencers never giving up, giving absolutely all they had until the bitter end. And this will now conclude who gets to fence again for the title. The result of the semi-final. People's Republic of China through to the gold medal match. The team of Italy, after quite an exhaustive match, will have to pick themselves up and prepare to fence again for the bronze.
Yeah, that was really competitive all the way. Beatrice Vial couldn't do it all on her gives everybody time now just to reflect, and there you can see it. People's Republic of China beat Italy. They're in the final. Still Hungary, Hong Kong, China still